Mr. Cordray, do you believe that all institutions should be subject to the same standards? And do you believe your job as the Chief Operating Officer is to operationalize the law and regulations equally to all Title IV institutions?
Yes, sir. I believe that the law applies to all entities equally.
Thank you. Is your position, is the priority the success of the student or a particular institutional segment?
I'm sorry.
Is your priority the success of the student or the success of an institutional segment? Public schools, private, I mean,
I think our goal is both. We want students to succeed, but they can only succeed if the schools that serve them succeed as well.
So it should be the student then. In other words, it's about the student, right? At the end of the day, the segment should be, if the student's succeeding, then the segment should be succeeding. And am I correct on that?
I believe that if students succeed, it'll be because schools have delivered for them. Yes.
Okay. So then you would agree then it should be looking at the students, the outcome, not only graduation, but also the introductory into the segment and the business segment. Those two outcome issues should be a part of that equation, correct?
I think the goal of our system is to provide higher education
I'm sorry, I only have but a little bit of time. So
okay.
Is it about outcome? Success of graduating and success of getting a job when it's finished.
Yeah, I think it's about process and outcome. Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. This committee continues to be troubled by the FSA's department's laser-focused opposition to all things that are for-profit tax status while turning a blind eye on nonprofit and public institutions that graduate students with high debt and poverty-level wages. Back in June of last year, Chairwoman Fox sent a letter requesting all memos received from the Debt Collective. Are you familiar with that letter?
Generally, yes.
Okay. I want to submit to the record. We finally got this a couple weeks ago. Do you recall the meeting you had with the Debt Collective?
Beg your pardon?
Do you recall the meeting that you had with the Debt Collective?
Not in detail, no.
Okay. Well, it seems that you were impressed by the meeting, and a memo to the regarding that provided to the department. Do you remember that memo that you sent out after meeting with them?
Again, as a general matter, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what we understand as you forward the memo over to the head of FSA Office of Enforcement, Christine Donahue. Please read this extremely interesting memo, and then we can discuss. After you, Ms. Donahue, and others reviewed the memo, it seems like we kind of took from their playbook of what they wanted to have happen. Now, just so you know, for those who don't know the Debt Collector, I just want to make a quick point. Go to the website. They're for free college, free housing, free everything you possibly think of free. It has nothing to do with what I can see with education, but they had a front row seat with your department. Yes or no, has the FSA and department released guidance under this administration on misrepresentation?
On misrepresentation?
Yes.
Well, we're building an entire enforcement office about stopping misrepresentation
I'm sorry.
by schools.
We're going around. Yes or no?
Well, again, we are building an entire enforcement office to address misrepresentation by schools
let me just say this.
Students.
The Debt Collective memo instructed FSA to investigate misrepresentation, so yes. Has the FSA and the department released regulations on the administrative capability under the administration, yes or no?
I believe we have, yes.
Okay. The Debt Collective memo instructed FSA to pursue administrative capabilities investigation. Has the FSA and the department released guidance under this administration on personal liability, yes or no?
Yeah. May I hear?
No,
all of the same things that you're talking about are things
that
Congress has directed us to do as well.
Okay. Well, the Debt Collective memo instructed FSA to acquire personal liability.
Nobody instructs us. They can advise, they can encourage. We just make our own decisions.
My point is you're following their instructions. They're asking you to do this, demanding it in this memo. They demand it, and it seems like it's found its way into the department here. So there's an additional section on the Debt Collective memo that caught my attention. Let me read it to you. Education Department is focused on minnows while ignoring sharks. FSA must immediately rescind the 2011 guidance that allows institutions to enter revenue-sharing agreements with third-party servicers. In February 15th, the department responded to the Debt Collective memo's direction by announcing the public commitment period to understand the impact of the bundle service exception. We'll have a chance to talk a little bit more on this. I would, hope.
could I
I'm sorry, I'm out of town. I would suggest that when the debt collective, which is anti-business, has nothing to do with education, can have a front row seat with the department and you find their way into this, we have some real concerns about that because these people do not like business ownership, period. So with that, I'll yield back my time to
I hear your comment. Could I just, like yourselves, when we hear from constituents, they make a lot of suggestions. Sometimes they're good suggestions, sometimes they're not. If
Do
they're good
they have
suggestions,
anything
we
to do with
take them.
education?
If not,
Do
we
they have
don't.
anything to do with education, this group?
Beg your pardon?
Does this group have anything to do with education?
I don't really know much about the
No,
group
it
you're
has,
talking about.
it has to do with getting freebies and canceling debt, period. Nothing to do with education. So they should not be sitting in the front row of dealing with business owners and those who are trying to make this education process work. I want to yield back my time to Ms. Wilson.
Chair Owens, thank you.